Hey, welcome to this video. And if you arrived here, you're probably looking for a Fiction Profits Academy review. So I'll go over how this course works, and then I'll give you my 2 cents, whether I think it's a good investment for you. So if you come here, you can get access to her webinar, and she teaches a 3-step process on how to earn 5,000 a month potentially. Now, now normally with Amazon, selling on Amazon, it's quite competitive. You have to deal with inventory and customer service. But this method, it's Kindle publishing, so it's 100% digital, and it takes a lot of the complication out of a normal Amazon business. Now, has that passive nature to it, so you're not trading time for money, which is good. And so she starts off with a lot of high income claims from her students, like millions of dollars working a couple hours a day. And so yeah, lots of success stories. Now, e-commerce is a huge industry. It's around 74 billion, or it's predicted to reach 74 billion by 2023. Like, she gives lots of stats like that. And the demand for Kindle ebooks especially is growing quite rapidly because people like to read books online. And so it's Kindle direct publishing is what the focus of this course is. And you don't have to write your own stuff, although you can. She'll teach you both methods. And essentially what you're doing is, since everyone goes to Amazon to buy books, you're leveraging Amazon's popularity and that trust factor to grow your business. And she'll teach you how to hire ghostwriters to create the ebooks for yourself. Although you can write them yourself, but that's a whole other ball of wax. So if you're not necessarily a good writer, you might want to use the ghostwriter method, which she'll show you. And people have even been using pen names, so you don't have to use your real name. You don't have to put yourself out there or anything, because a lot of people don't feel comfortable doing that, right? Or you could just use your real name. It's up to you. And so with this course, she teaches a 3-step process. I'll just kind of summarize it. It's create, outsource, and scale. And now with create, you want to write for the market, right? You just don't want to write anything, any old book. And she'll show you how to do that a little bit in the webinar as well. And you also have to know how to create titles that'll capture people's attention. Design the cover, and which themes work best for this sort of business. Because she gives you 4 different themes that tend to convert better than, or 4 different categories that tend to convert better than other categories, as well as specific themes within those categories, and just show you how to find that information. So you're basically just replicating other people's success. You're not having to reinvent the wheel or be super creative necessarily, which is good. So there's not too much stuff to think about. And so the second part is outsource. The second part of her method. Now you can write the books yourself again, if you're on a budget. But a lot of people choose to outsource. And she'll show you how to find different freelance writers on websites like Upwork, and also cover design designers on places like Fiverr. And it's probably going to cost you around $300 to actually create a book if you outsource this work, which sounds like a lot, but it's really not. I mean, if you're going to start an online business, you have to invest a little capital. But you also have the option to do it free if you want. It's just going to take a lot longer, and you have to learn the art of writing if you don't already know it. And but she also provides you with their concierge service, which will give you access to great writers, so you don't have to go and find freelance writers if you don't want to. The last part of her 3-step system is scale. So how to have up to 6, 7, 10 books or even more in your pipeline. That sort of creates that snowball effect. So you want to create book series, not just single books. Like if you think about popular series like Harry Potter, people don't just buy one book, right? They buy the second, the third, and so on. And to show you how to link them all together. So And and as far as how to get eyeballs, traffic to your stuff, traffic is just an industry term. It means eyeballs to what you're trying to sell, potential customers. She'll show you how to do that as well. So this is kind of a fourth step, but so how to get buyers from Facebook groups, leveraging other people's email newsletters. She'll show you that. She also teaches Facebook ads quite heavily, which is good and bad. Facebook ads, if you don't know, it's the quality on there is quite high, the quality of traffic, but they love to shut down people's accounts. Facebook hates marketers. I don't know why, but for example, I got my Facebook ads account shut down even before I created my first ad, if you can believe it. And I'd invested in a $1,000 course to learn Facebook ads. So kind of putting all your eggs in the Facebook basket, I think that's very dangerous. So I would have liked if they had some training on a different ads platform, but you don't necessarily have to use ads. But just if you want to scale, you're probably going to have to use some form of paid advertising. Just keep that in mind. So good and bad that they teach Facebook. Now, in addition to all this, you'll get to the course. It's 10 modules. You'll get access to done-for-you templates, 7-day-a-week support. They'll tell you, is this a good or bad, or is this a bad idea or a good idea? So you get that support and feedback, access to the Facebook group, coaching calls every week where you can ask any questions you want, and just various bonuses. So as far as the price, which you're probably really interested in, it's a one-time payment of $1,997. Or there's another payment plan if you don't want to pay all that up front. It's $649 straight away. Then you get access, and then you have to follow up with 3 months of installments for a total of $2,597. So it's not cheap, right? But you get what you pay for. Now, she does have a refund policy. It's quite complicated. Basically, it's she calls it a 6,000 or 365-day 6,000 profit promise. So there's all these conditions you have to meet, and I'm not going to get into it because it's quite complicated. But yeah, it's basically kind of, there's a refund policy if you're wondering, but you have to actually show that you've done the work, which is reasonable, right? Because a lot of people will just buy a product and then return it immediately without even going through all the lessons. So I understand why there's this refund policy, right? Because a lot of courses don't even have refund policies, right? So the fact that they even have one that's nice to know. And so yeah, it's a completely legitimate course. If you wanna go with Kindle publishing, definitely look into it. But I just have a few concerns. And it's not necessarily with this course specifically, it's just with this business model in general. And I'll just give you my 4 main concerns. So number 1 is, I did mention this earlier, but for scaling purposes, they tend to focus on Facebook ads quite heavily. And I would just like to see some training in some other ad platforms, whether that's Google ads, YouTube ads, Instagram ads. Actually, Instagram is affiliated with Facebook, so not Instagram, but maybe Pinterest ads or TikTok ads or influencer networks. There's all these other different ad platforms, and I just would like to see some of those included in the training. But secondly, it's not cheap, right? Which I mentioned before. A lot of people can't afford $1,997 or even the installment plan. So not cheap, but it's not super expensive either, though, for an e-commerce course. There are a lot of e-commerce courses, I don't know if you know this, but they sell for like $5,000. So not super expensive, but not super cheap either. The third concern I have is with this business model, not this course, but the business model, is the profit margins. I know with e-commerce in general, the profit margins are usually between 15 to 20%, so very slim profit margins. Now with Kindle publishing, I'm sure it's a bit higher, but that's just something I would look out for. And especially as you scale more, the profit margins become less and less. That's how scaling kind of works, because you're spending money on ads and other tools. Okay, the fourth issue or concern I have is, while this business model might be working now, does that mean it'll be working, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, even? And is it an evergreen business model? Because you're relying 100% on Amazon to host your books, and that's always dangerous. And Amazon's a big boy platform now, right? And they don't necessarily like marketers. So similar to Facebook. So what happens if one day they just decide to change the rules and decide to shut down your account, or just change the rules to make it harder for you to profit, like they've done with the Amazon affiliates, right? So you just never know. I'm just kind of worried about the how evergreen this business model is, if that makes sense. But overall, legitimate course. If you want to check it out, go ahead. Now look, maybe you're here. You're not necessarily sold on this course or selling on Amazon in general. Maybe you're just here because you want a reliable way to make money online. You understand the internet's here to stay, and you want a piece of that internet pie. Well, if that's the case, I was you a little over a year ago. I tried all sorts of business models. I tried blogging, freelancing, even tried domain flipping, right? Just goofy stuff. I never got into e-commerce, fortunately or unfortunately, but I just in my research, I just found it too complicated and the profit margins are too slim. So I tried a bunch of things, failed, wasn't never able to get into profit. But like magic, I eventually found this business model called affiliate marketing, and that's kind of when the coin dropped for me, and that's since then I've been seeing some pretty amazing results. Now you might be wondering, what is affiliate marketing? All it is, it's recommending other people's digital products in exchange for a commission. So you're kind of the middleman. And you can go into any niche, whether you're into weight loss or dog training or make money online or how to build a garden in your backyard. There's endless niches you can go into. And now you might be wondering, like, why affiliate marketing, right? You hear all these different business models being talked about, like e-commerce, blogging, MLM, starting your own agency. So I'll just give you a few reasons why affiliate marketing is the best business model, in my opinion, especially to get started with. Number one, it's very simple. There's really not many moving parts. You only have to get good at one thing, and that's marketing. You don't have to create your own products. You don't have to, there's not too much customer service. You don't have to deal with transactions. It's just very simple. You're just getting people through the front door of other people's products, and they take care of the rest. Now that doesn't mean you don't have to learn some skills. Of course, any business you'll have to learn skills, but compared to what else is out there, I just found it the simplest. Secondly, it can be very automated. It does take a lot of work to get set up, but once you do, it can be like mostly automated. So whether you want to go hiking for the day or fishing, you can do that and still be generating commissions. I woke up, I've generated commissions in my sleep, literally making money in your sleep. And I never thought that was possible until I came across affiliate marketing. The profit margins are around 50 to 80%. I don't know of any other business model that has profit margins that high. Again, e-commerce is around 15 to 20% for comparison. Now, again, Kindle's probably slightly higher, but so 50 to 80%. Just because of the startup, because of the costs of running this business are so low. I mean, you do need some basic tools, but very affordable. Lastly, it's the one business model I found where you can truly be a solopreneur. That means you can just be one guy or woman on a laptop making really good money for yourself. You don't have to hire staff or you don't have to outsource too much unless you want to. I mean, you can, but it's not really necessary. You don't have to, partner with anyone. You don't have to deal with have a boss. You can just be on your own, making really good money. I'm talking, a full-time income, $5,000 a month, 10,000, 20,000, and beyond potentially. I'm talking, profit, not revenue here. Very realistic with affiliate marketing. So those are just some of the reasons why I recommend it. So if you'd like to learn how to do affiliate marketing the proper way, what I suggest is click that link below. You'll get access to a free workshop that's going to teach you the skill of how do you promote other people's products. You're going to be learning how to, pick the right products to promote to maximize what's called your lifetime customer value, maximize your sales and commissions. You'll also be learning how to generate a steady flow of leads into your business every day, not just from Facebook ads, but different paid ad networks, but also free methods as well, such as YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest. There's all these different traffic sources on the internet. And again, traffic is just an industry term. I try not to get too technical, but it just means eyeballs to your stuff, right? Visitors. And lastly, you're going to learn how to build out your simple sales process that can work for you 24/7 on autopilot, so you don't necessarily have to be there all the time. So yeah, really amazing stuff. Definitely check that out. And with this training, people are going from having no idea how to make their first sale online to generating consistent sales and being able to quit their 9-to-5 jobs. Just regular people. And again, I've seen it all. You name it, I've tried it. Every method under the sun to make money online, I've pretty much tried it or I've researched it heavily. And I can tell you without a doubt, affiliate marketing is the best opportunity right now and going forward into the future. But now, unfortunately, because it sounds too good to be true, there's a lot of bad information out there on the internet about it. Like if you go to YouTube, people will give you all these sort of gimmicky ways to do it. Now, they're not necessarily wrong, but oftentimes they'll give you maybe only 10 to 20% of what you actually need to be successful in this, because it is a real skill, and it's definitely not get rich quick or anything like that. And I'm not saying it's easy, like it is hard work, but it's a very laid back kind of work, right? It's not like you're stressed out all the time. Like every day is a Friday for me now. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. And I do this full time now, working from home. So yeah, if that's something that resonates with you, check out that link below. You'll be getting the real good stuff, not this sort of tip of the iceberg, half-baked advice. It's real legitimate training. So check that out below, and enter your best email. Check your promotions tab, your spam folder, because email's funny these days. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review of Fiction Profits Academy. I hope to see you on the other side of that link, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.